Hello everyone, it's been a while. I hope you guys missed me. I've missed you a lot. I am Iconi Angelos, the community manager for Gear Games, and today we have the first stream of 2026. I almost said 2016. 2016! It's not 2016. 2016 was 10 years ago. I was so young and foolish back then. Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing wonderful. I am doing quite well. I have my tea ready. I still have my New Year decorations behind me, as you can see on the stream set up here. We have the New Year decorations here, but I did change the stream layout for to back to normal. So today we have unit modifications testing. Unit modifications testing is back. A lot of you guys asked for unit modifications to come back. We're going to go through the changes really quickly. And then I would like to see some epic gameplay. But before we do that, let's check out some chat messages. Somebody says, on Facebook. With Hornet profile picture. I do respect that. Nice profile picture. Aaron Elvis, MA. I'd just like to remind everyone that we are live on 3 platforms. We're live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, and we're live on Twitch. Pick whatever platform you prefer and use it to watch the stream. Hi, Connie, I'm finally free. I got Atlas. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulate SGR in Indo? I think it's Indo, sorry. I almost said 01. SGR Indo, he got Atlas. Congratulations. Let's go. Can't wait to test the new heroes. The new heroes are not coming yet, chat. The new heroes are not here yet. We provide Legendary League Sandbox for next Sandbox coming in the next month. We'll see. So here's the thing. This is if you actually read the news, you need a big brain to read the news. Chat, if you have big brain, read the news, all right? We have here Actually, it's not in this post. It's on the main server. But in the news post on the main server, it does say that we're going to have several stages. Actually, there will be several phases of testing, and this is only the first stage, or well, I guess it's rather the second phase. But this is the first of several testing phases that are going to occur over the span of the upcoming weeks. So we're going to have a couple more phases, and it is possible that we're going to have other ranks as well. I'm not 100% certain what ranks are those going to be, but I believe that we're going to need to test the balancing for other ranks as well, not just rank 18. Nice haircut. Thank you. I mean, it's the same haircut. I actually didn't even I didn't do anything with my hair. It's just like that. It's just like that. My man Iconi, you look like you've been working out. I mean, I have done physical labor over the course of the holidays, but I haven't really been working out, sorry. I've been walking a lot, though. I've been walking around a lot. I've been lifting a lot of things. We've been doing some house stuff. So yeah, I guess that kind of counts as a little bit of a workout, yeah. I do have a rowing machine, actually, that I do exercise on occasionally, yeah. If you don't know what a rowing machine is, it's kind of like a cycling machine, but you pull on, like, it's supposed to simulate you rowing. You sit down on it, and then you like lean back and forth, and you row. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a pretty cool machine. I like it a lot. Beholder on the violin shooting. I mean, Atlas by itself just melts Leviathans, to be fair. Or download Sandbox. I mean, if you open the news post on the main server, this one, open testing and modifications has begun, and then just tap the proceed button. You will join the Discord server where you can access all the links. You can chat with people that are also part of the testing. You can chat with our helpers. It is the server where everyone congregates. Like, the core testers are there, other testers are there, CBD testers are there. So this is your unique opportunity to actually interact with these kind of people. And also, on that server is where the list of changes is published. We have published the list of changes on social media yesterday, but if you want, you can also read it on the testing server. Loses weight by walking. He's pulling, sus. I'm gonna be pulling later today. I'm gonna be pulling on the gotcha banner. One thing, remember one thing. Hi, bro. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone on Facebook. There's a lot of people watching on Facebook, actually. 24. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Remember, we have Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live. Watch us anywhere you would like. On Ramadan event, sorry, we're not going to introduce religious holidays as events. Already in Sandbox, but no tournament, skirmish, and AI. Yeah, these modes are disabled. Just play in training, team modes, and 1v1. We don't want to... we have initially considered, which is why some of the news posts still mention it, we have initially considered including competitions as well, but then we decided that it is going to just spread out the people way too much, and we want people to have like a tight matchmaking pool to play in. I'm gonna do this Discord for I see one player show a thing, look like heroes, and they're no unit that are the same. Sorry, I don't quite understand what you mean. Hey, hello everyone, hello, welcome. Grind for free, because full rank max 18. You don't have to grind, you can just play for fun. Anyways, it changes. We have some units that got changed, let's quickly go over them. First of all, you might notice that actually most modifications had their names changed. So this used to be long range, and now it's the Arbalist Hammer. The Arbalist Hammer now has 5% more health compared to the previous test. It deals a little bit less damage versus armor 2, but slightly more. It's slightly less damage versus armor 3. So it's got slightly nerfed on the damage versus armor 2 and 3, but it has a little bit more HP now than before. Other stat changes remain the same, or this might change in the future. And the Cataphract speed has been changed as well. It used to be just a 25% flat reduction, not flat, percentage. It was a straight up 25% modifier on speed. Now it is a simply 8% speed reduction for the base unit, for the base stats. So this is rank 18. At rank 18, it's obviously higher than that. But the percentage value is going to be actually lower because this impacts the base value. Then we have the Overlord Zeus. The Overlord. Got a bunch of changes. It's got slightly less HP, 5% less HP. It has the same cost as normal Zeus now. It has... Its cannon has... The modifier on the explosion radius got reduced. So, like, it's bigger now. And most importantly, a lot of you guys mentioned that the air raid boost didn't apply to this Zeus, even though it has the capability of attacking jets. You can see here, it can attack jet fighters, attack fighters. But the air raid boost didn't apply to it. Now it does. Now it applies to the Zeus as well. Let me see the comments real quick. Why not allow alliance resistance to be on the same side? This would require a lot of implementation, first of all. Secondly, if there's a lore reason, this is a PvP game about war. A war between Confederation and Resistance. We don't want to give up on that identity yet, guys. Thirdly, balancing that would be ridiculous. Just think of all the insanely overpowered bullcrap combos you could muster as Confederation plus Resistance. It's Confederation, I'm not lying. I see it as a strong and slow... I'm sorry, I'm not sure what's going on. Cataphract is actually really good. I like the Cataphract a lot, personally. I like thick hammer. Even though it's not particularly amazing, I kind of lose with it all the time. I hope it's gets improved even more. But the Cataphract is just cool. it's just fun to make a thick hammer. Overlord Zeus. Zeus need more mod. Snap. Oh, snap. Now you can fire in jets. It's well, they're flying. When they're flying, the rocket launcher on the Overlord Zeus can shoot at vertexes and hawks. Energy shields with chameleon and heroes would be world extinction. Yeah, it would be a world-ending event. All right, next up, we have the Typhoon. The Typhoon is now called Buckler. It used to be... I forgot what it's actually called. I think it was like, it used to be like March Typhoon or something like that. But now it's called Buckler. You know, like a small shield that you have, like a buckler. And it has slightly more speed now, just a little bit more speed. It has also more damage now versus all armor types. Remember, this version of the Typhoon cannot deploy. It doesn't have siege mode, so you can't even look at its stats because the siege mode is unavailable. But that's why it has more. It needs more damage against these armor types, especially also since it fires less missiles. Remember, siege mode Typhoon fires, I believe, 3 or 4 missiles per volley. The Buckler only fires 2 or 3, so it needs more damage on that. So we definitely, it's a consideration, right? It's a balancing factor. But do let us know how it feels. The Torrent's modification is called Ballista. It now costs the same as normal Typhoon. And now it also has slightly more accuracy. You can see here. It has slightly more accuracy from a stationary position. 20% actually is a huge increase. Look at this. 20%. 20% more. Zeus can attack jets. Yeah, on the... on the... what's it called? On the modification. Overlord Zeus. I mean, if you think it's too powerful, you can always submit your feedback at the end of the testing. By the way, guys, testing, if you're a part of testing, which you should be, go test. Sandbox live, open now. Playtest the modifications and submit your feedback. After several stages, so last time we have rewarded useful feedback after one stage, after the December stage. This time you will receive reward after several stages, like all together, based on your feedback. But we're still going to provide you the Google form for feedback. It's going to come out tomorrow, and on Sunday. It is going to be distributed, pay attention, via support messages. Direct support messages. Ding, 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 ding. Guys, pay attention. Ding, 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 ding. If you go here in your chat and then you tap on the support, you can see that the support employees have sent me the form last time. They sent this to me on in December. They will send a message to everyone on the Sandbox who has already logged in before, like, yesterday or before Sunday. So do log in now or tomorrow if you want to receive this form. It's also going to be available in the testing chats. Extend for another month? Why would we gather information for like an entire month? You don't need a whole month. Instead, it's better to hold several phases where after each phase we iterate new changes. Hello, Iconia. Hello everyone. I missed you guys a lot. I'm happy to see people coming into the stream, discussing the modifications. Remember something, Iconia? Why do I hear us? None of them are amphibious. I mean, because they're not. Like, here's the thing about this game. You don't have to have a mirror for every enemy capability. Like, some people are asking, why doesn't Confederation have fog? Why doesn't Resistance have shield? Because they're different factions, chat. Different units, different factions. This is not chess, alright? Your armies are different. Buckler is useful for walls, perfecting scouts. I mean, I actually think the Buckler is better than the base Typhoon. Like, in theory, for me personally, I prefer the Buckler to the base Typhoon. When GG create mummy vibe avatar for both faction, I'm just gonna drink some tea to that. Cheers. Not able to access Discord. That's unfortunate, but if you are in a country that cannot access Discord, we currently only have like Discord or Telegram. So you can try with Telegram, but you will need to speak Russian to access Telegram. All right, next unit. We have a lot of units to go through. The Spartan did not get changed. The Spartan shield modification did not get changed since the last testing. It seems pretty good so far. All right, guys, stick to English in the chat, please. If I'm going to start seeing more non-English messages, I am going to start muting you guys. Like, I'm gonna have to time out people because we need to respect each other. We need to speak English only in this chat. Please respect your fellow players. Hello, testing from the Philippines. Hello, Jet Amiel. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pronounce these names. Jet Amiel Uson. Spartan mod with the shield. Nerf. Last year is basically no. Guys, don't even get me started on the shield nerf, bro. Do not nerf the Spartan if you do overcrash the server. I think the Spartan is in a good place, to be fair. It basically gets the improvements on all of the things that it needs. All right. Anyways, the last Confederation unit that did get changes is the Viking, the Aggressor Viking. Didn't get a new name, but it already has a pretty good name. The cannon has been slightly buffed. It deals 5% more damage to all armor types. It also fires a little bit faster, and the torpedoes also fire a little bit faster now than before. Hello, bro. Why don't answer me? Let me check. I'll run next event in 10 days. All right. I don't know. I'm not gonna say when the next event is. How to stop Overlord under the shield? By utilizing your own units to their advantage? Like, that's a strange question. Like, how do I beat the most basic enemy strategy? Just use your own strategy. Just use Jaguar, Chameleon, Porcupines. Okay, I'm going to put people in timeout now. Bye. You've been warned. Alright, next message. Next unit, rather. We need to switch to the Confederate through the Resistance for that. Evil Iconius yet. Is Iran really can't play the game right now? Miss my Iranian bodies. I think Iran currently has other things on the agenda than Art of War, and I genuinely hope that it's going to turn out alright. I genuinely hope that everything's going to be like I pray for the people of Iran. Armadillo modifications. Serial Armadillo is now called the Vanguard, and the Vanguard no longer gets increased sight range. It now costs a little bit cheaper instead. The autocannon does no longer deals more damage to ground targets, but it still fires a little bit slower, but it fires much faster now. So basically, the Vanguard Armadillo is cheaper, faster to produce, and it's like ever so slightly slower to fire, and it doesn't shoot up. So that's what we have, you know. It's kind of like spammable Armadillo. And then we also have the Hunter Armadillo. By the way, check out these cool models, cool textures for them. The Hunter Armadillo, it now costs a little bit more. It is slightly slower than it used to be compared to the previous iteration, but it is still faster than base Armadillo. It takes 10 more seconds to produce. It has more HP than before, still 5% less than the base Armadillo, but more than previously. It now actually deals way more damage. Like, it deals way more damage because it also, you have to consider that it fires faster and deals more damage. So DPS, way up. Slightly less accuracy while moving, but that's like, okay. The mine's damage is still increased, but not by 100%. It's only increased by 50% now. And also the other mines actually now deal more damage as well. So before it used to be only Scorpion mine that deals more damage. Now all the mines deal more damage instead. Next up, we have the Jaguar Onslaught. This is one of the more interesting modifications in my opinion, because it removes the siege mode from the Jaguar. And Jaguar is a core unit. And now, instead of just getting 12% speed, it only gets 9% of the base speed value. So it is going to be definitely slower than the last modifications test. But it's now cheaper. So it is a Jaguar that is cheaper to make. It doesn't have siege mode though. This is a huge detriment. It has huge detriment, chat. This Jaguar cannot deploy into siege mode. Like, it does have to compensate for it. So we'll see how it works here. Jagger siege mode not available got me this far. I mean, it's a modification. Some people might not like deploying their units into siege mode. Transfer server rights to who? Year China event coming soon. I mean, Chinese New Year isn't gonna be available. Isn't gonna be around for like a month. Why must we wait too long to start 1v1? I mean, I don't know. It's a personal, like your own personal thing. I'm not sure how to answer that question. For me, 1v1 starts just fine. Onslaught is actually underrated. It's imba for 15 minutes or less. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Good to siege mode. Some hope confeds. I mean, the siege mode removal isn't a nerf to the Jaguar. This is a modification that makes the default March Jaguar better in a trade-off of it not having the siege mode. So it's not supposed to be just worse Jaguar, chat. Jaguar becomes hammer with steroids? Yeah, based. Not reading the news, small brain. Forgot the news, dementia. Real. Alright, and then, next up, we also have the Porcupine. The Porcupine is now called Claw. It used to be just Light Porcupine, now it's called Claw. And the Porcupine, basically the only thing that's changed on the Porcupine is that it is now faster to produce. The Light Porcupine now takes only 27 seconds. Very quick. Mammoth Fury used to be called Skirmisher. Now, I did actually like the name Skirmisher, but I mean, I think that basically I like the Skirmisher name, but it doesn't translate well into other languages, sadly. But yeah, now it's called Fury, which is still a cool name, I think. It's got a little bit more spread now from a stationary position, so it's not a value that is in the workshop, I believe. But each volley has like a spread, so the shots spread, and now the Fury shots will spread out a little bit more. Then lastly we have we still have the Alligator to talk about as well, but we also have the Chameleon, which is no longer called Ghost, it's now called Predator. You know, like a predator. Like a predator. It now takes longer to produce, and its fog radius got changed slightly. It used to be a flat 0.33 tiles fog reduction. Now it's a percentage reduction. Then lastly, we have the Alligator. Used to be called Large Caliber. Now it's called Raider. It is now a little bit faster than before. It now costs a little bit less than before, and it takes a little bit longer to produce. So basically a little bit more streamlined, which personally I'm not sure how to feel about that. Let's check out the chat messages. Why don't you enable voice chat in battle? Because nobody will use it. We already had voice chat in the game before. People didn't use it. The quality wasn't great. It made the games lag. The microphones of people are really, really bad. Just use a dedicated third-party app for voice chat. Also, profanities. Just imagine what you're gonna hear from your random teammates. Looks like there's a certain someone is missing from chat. I don't know. Who? Alright, Soul's gonna yap about the Jaguar. This cold porcupine with no machine gun. Yeah, it still has a machine gun. By the way, chat, little known fact. I'm surprised that not a lot of people actually, you know of this. But the machine gun actually does shoot at aircraft. Like, have you guys not seen this before? Ever? The porcupine can shoot up with its machine gun. It can't shoot at ground targets, but it can still fire at aircraft. Add new unit. In the future, we are planning to add new units. Wait, what? This is a discovery stream for some people, but if you didn't know, the porcupine actually shoots up with its machine gun. How did you guys not know a porcupine machine gun shoots air units except bombers? I mean, yeah, like a lot of people didn't know that. The machine gun doesn't do much versus Vertex, but it's something good versus helicopters. It's still extra damage, Night Soul. Like, yeah, it's not a lot of damage, but it fires pretty quickly, and it's still extra damage. Just many gold crates. This is Sandbox. On Sandbox, everybody has a lot of gold credits. Yep, instead of add new hero, add new unit in defense tower first. We are planning to add more units. Not sure about new buildings. Possibly, possibly. You better nerf that! Why? The machine gun mainly helps versus helicopters and air heroes. It still helps. It still helps, chat. Like, resistance people, I don't understand, like, why are you... So, Confederation people are upset that the machine gun, that the Porcupine has a machine gun, and the resistance players are not happy that the machine gun is not noticeable? Like, bro, what? Is there a way to convince the devs to give us ultra low graphics settings? We want more stable FPS. I mean, I'm pretty certain that the lowest graphics settings are already as low as it gets, so I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna switch back to the Confederation profile. Helps a lot, just math the DPM, it's quite significant. Yeah, if you have a decent number of porcupines, it does help a lot. Extra yes, but Vertex doesn't care about this. 1 shot out of 10 not hitting. Alright, Nightsoul is just complaining about the resistance. A lot of players didn't notice Porcupine shoots at air also. That those who not noticed means to. I mean, that's fair. Is this the new update? Currently, we have open for testing. Anyone can test on Sandbox, guys. This is not rank restricted. You don't need to be rank 18. You don't need to be any rank. Just open the news. Find the open testing notifications. Tap the proceed button. Download the thing. Download the game client. Install it, launch it, you're it. You don't need to do anything. No politics or religion got me. Yeah, no politics or religion, guys. No political or religious discussions in the chat. Thank you. Why not add affection to view chat records? Sometimes when I'm busy with the person means my teammates' messages, and by the time I will look at them, they've already disappeared. I would have to require like an extra button on your UI that is already pretty loaded with buttons. Like when we're deciding or like where to add new buttons in the UI, we have to like really think hard because the UI is already pretty busy. I really taken the machine gun versus a Vertex that escapes missiles, not talk about the machine gun. I mean, it still gets shot. Like when it flies over them, it still gets shot. Anyway, Nightsoul. I'm not gonna talk about the porcupine here. This is not a conversation about porcupines. This is a conversation about modifications. And speaking of modifications, now that we're done talking about the changes, what else do we need to talk about? I already mentioned the form. The form for feedback is going to be available tomorrow and on Sunday. It's going to be sent through support. If you want to join Sandbox testing, you can do that through the news post. I think I would like to see some gameplay now. Let's see some gameplay. Chat, I would like to make a lobby. Let's go to main chat here. Let's see. Live stream. Lobby. Night Harvester is already in there. Live stream lobby. Tag if you want to play on official stream. Alright, well, we already have people here. We got the Night Harvester. I'll have to invite into a lobby like this. Do a 3v3 and nope. I didn't say invite, I said tag. Mark said? Sure. Read 2-pack lyrics. Alright, I think that settles it for the Confederation players. We do need more resistance people. So we need resistance people. Need resistance. Training, okay. Ator wants to join too. Oh, the other guy didn't join. Who was it? This guy. Mr. Danny, lobby. We need more resistance people. Super DR. Okay, fine. Can we spectate? You're on the stream already. Watch on stream. Alright. We still need one more. I couldn't noob, that's true. We still need one more Confed player? Why are people not joining? Doom. Dr. Doom! Join the lobby. Awesome. Alright. Pick the map. Oh, before I do, actually. Pick
Battle invitation received.
modifications. Show modifications in battle. Do it now while I take map. Alright. It's been a while. I want to see some good gaming. I want to see some good games. Seclusion is definitely one of the maps of all time. Simum. Simum. Abysm. Razorblade. How about Razorblade? Can't change modification because me in lobby? No, you can. Yeah, you can. You can change modifications even if you're in the lobby. Oof. I miss what I couldn't even PvP with him. You made him mad just going to make 10 Atlas. Nah, I'm not doing that. Alright. Ready? I want to see 3v3 on Razorblade. The current AI map? That's cool. I didn't realize that. Put me middle. Put me middle, says Stefan. Okay. Fine, we can do that. Other than that, I can spectate yourself. Yo! Dr. Doom. Yo! Actual gamer, dude. Bro. Alright. Thank you, thank you. Huge, huge lifesaver, bro. Lifesaver. Alright. We are gonna watch a Sandbox battle on Razorblade. 3v3 with modifications. We're gonna see how modifications play out exactly with the new balance changes. Need link in Sandbox, please. Check the news. Check the news in the game, and you will find the link. Almost started the game without being in the spectator room. That would be a classic me thing. I've already made this mistake like what, 2 times? Second code before it start. I did just post it. Check it out. Oh, it's that way actually. It's that way. In that direction. That is code in that direction. Alright. Remember, this is Sandbox. It is going to be a little bit less stable than the main server because we don't usually have hundreds of people on it. But thankfully, people have loaded. It looks like everyone has loaded in. We got Markset representing the Confederation blue player. Night Harvester representing the teal Confederation player, or Cyan. Cyan, whichever you prefer. And Dr. Doom, the Lifesaver, our purple player on the naval, in the middle, on the navy. We have Ataur, the Resistance red player. And it's actually fitting. Ataur red is playing with red. Very nice, very nice. News inside the game? Yeah, if you go to news inside the game, there's a open testing and begun news post. You tap proceed, and then you will get you will join the Discord server with all the links in them. So that's where you get the links. You guys never think to make new music? We do think to make new music. It is planned. It is planned. Stefan as the yellow resistance player, and Super DR as the green resistance player. So, we're off to the races. Remember, this is Sandbox, so everyone has equal upgrades, rank 18. The scouts are already out and about. It looks like Markset here is going to capture some containers here in the middle of the map, which is very, very nice. The yellow player is being chased by Night Harvester, but he's going to be able to claim this container very quickly. And on the sea, we have the Caimans already out. But the shipyard is only just now finishing for Dr. Doom, unfortunately. So I think Dr. Doom is going to miss out on a lot of resources A lot of them are going to go for Super D. Super D is not messing around. He's going to claim all of this. All of this. He's going to get all the money, chat. He's going to get all of the stuff. That's very unfortunate for Dr. Doom. Super D is a slave. Why is he having fun? Well, he volunteered. He volunteered. Resistance had a bit of a bad start on land, it seems. It is possible that it had a bit of a bad start. There's a lot of riflemen out. I'm not sure if this qualifies as showing off the modifications. I don't think we had a single modified unit produced yet. Dr. Doom here sending out a bunch of deltas into the middle of the map, but he should really be careful because Super D has got all the containers, he's got all the money, he's upgrading all of the things. Tons of supply centers. He's got already 6. No, wait, that's afterwards. He's got 5 supply centers versus Dr. Doom's 3. So that definitely is not looking good for the sea here for Confederation. I feel like I would feel really bad if I was the Confederation player here. We have the Deltas engaging against some of the Caymans, but this is really not that good. It looks like Dr. Doom is trying to scout the situation out on the other side of the map. He is going to sink a bunch of these Caymans, which is, you know, is still damage done. These Caymans still did cost some resources to produce. But it's really not looking that good for him right now. With only shipyards level 1, no headquarters upgrade going, and at the same time, Super D is already starting the alligator production. I'm doing a lot of commentary on the Navy, on the sea here, because not a lot of stuff is happening on land. We have some units here. We have the Cataphract hammers. By the way, another change is if you tap on a unit, it will now say not just the name of the modification, it will now say Hammer Cataphract. So it will say the unit name and then mod name. Hammer Cataphract, or for example, it will be Typhoon Buckler. And we also have the Cataphracts coming out here for Mark Set. The Cerberus Hammer and some riflemen to try to contest this large container from Ataur. Looks like that's going to be working out pretty much in Mark Set's favor. The Wolverine active is getting used. It destroys a couple of riflemen. I think Mark Set, yeah, definitely needs to be playing a little bit more aggressive with that Cerberus here. It's going to pop the barrier and try to chase down the Wolverine, but turns around and actually leaves. This is not particularly amazing, I would say. Personally, I would love to trade the Cerberus for the Wolverine here. Because while the Cerberus shield was going, he wasn't really utilizing it very well, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion, of course. It still looks like he's going to actually claim the Wolverine. Perhaps it would have been a better idea to start shooting at the Cerberus instead of the Hammer. But the Hammer Cataphract, proving that it's actually quite a lot tankier. Will there be a third modifications test? Yes. There will at least be a third modifications test. Live resistance. We still have the large container here. It's not claimed yet. I thought the name of the modified Viking was Paladin. No, it's going to be Aggressor. I think we're going to reserve Paladin for something cooler. A bit cooler than that. I think I'm marrying Blue Container. It always gives me so good item, man. That's funny. Yeah, we have the Alligator Raider here. Being produced by Super D. He's trying to deny some of the containers here, and the Cerberus just keeps taking the bait. Really should just stop and put him on observation mode or hold position mode. And at the same time here, Night Harvester just walks into Stefan's base, completely unopposed. There's no one stopping him. The red and green player have not reacted to it yet. We have the light porcupine, the claw porcupine claw being produced. And W Cataphract, yeah, true. Another claw coming out here on the yellow player, but I mean, it's going to, you know, be able to dish out some damage against the Cyclone, but these 3 Cataphracts are going to quickly take care of it. Takes care of the hero production facility as well, and now it's looking really dicey for yellow. So Super D was able to manifest a huge advantage on sea. 5 alligators to 1 Viking of Dr. Doom, which is not even an aggressor Viking, by the way. Shame! Shame! Are you planning testing any new modification after those 13 gets released with open testing, or will you just rely on closed testing? It's more likely that we'll rely on closed testing for the new modifications that come out. By the way, guys, check out the new textures. Since the last... This is another thing that got changed. Since the last test, we actually do have some updated unit textures for the modifications. So now, these ballistae, or ballistas, however you prefer to pronounce it, it's technically more correct to say ballistae, like ballistae, but you can say ballistas if you prefer as well. It is more correct from English point of view, but ballistae is preferable if you're speaking, if you're pretending to know Latin. And we have the Zeus Overlord here as well, rolling forward. Very beautiful new units. Blitzatorns look like an ambulance. I think they look cool. Yeah, they kind of look like kind of look like the Red Cross vehicles. You're kind of correct. Yeah. Yellow player's just out of the game already. This is a bit sad. The red player is not doing anything to help out. The Jaguar is not a modified Jaguar. Shame. Shame. We didn't get to see the modded Jaguar. Very sad. But hopefully, maybe we'll see it in some other games as well. But currently, we're just witnessing the Cataphract dominate, as the 3 Cataphracts are, and the Cerberus, and obviously some other units are demolishing the entire yellow base with no resistance. We have the Seraphim here. It's landing. Salamander missile is going to fire at it. Looks like the red player is just going to try to rely on his own strength and not rescuing yellow at all. I think green player, Super D, really needs to start thinking about somehow defending himself against this. I mean, he does have a gun tower and the Wolverine. Is it going to be enough to defend against this? Maybe. The gun tower is actually pretty strong, and if he's able to take out all the vehicles, then the Wolverine can quickly mop up all the infantry as well. His navy is currently playing in tandem with the red player to try to push blue player back. Lol, he didn't modify him. Yeah. One event at some point in the future. Tips from me, don't be scared to use the gold boost. Yeah. Because Iconia make it always restock at 30. Yeah, in Sandbox, just don't be afraid to use your gold boosts. They will replenish. You don't have to think about buying them either. Every battle, you will always have gold boosts available. It doesn't matter how many you had. Dr. Doom here. He's my man. He's got a few Vikings out, actually, and Beholder. He's kind of trying to recover from the earlier... from the setback that he found himself in. He has 6 Vikings to Super D's 8 alligators, but he also has a Beholder. Well, 2 more Vikings, 2 more alligators are going to show up soon. This Wolverine is not getting microed, but it doesn't seem to matter, as there's only almost dead Cerberus and a Cataphract. I'm not even going to mention the Cyclone, because, like, what is the Cyclone going to do here? Check this out. Yeah. Allowing yellow to actually maybe possibly come back in the game. Look at this. Look at this. Modification stream should have modification units. It does. It does. We have some modifications. Just not all of them. Just not all of them. We have the Zeus modifications here coming out. So the Confederation brought their ground units modified, and the Resistance brought their naval units modified. And also some ground. We do have the modified Porcupine here, the Claw. Hopefully we'll get to see some other units as well. I would personally love to see some Mammoths, but it doesn't seem to be the case that we're gonna see them yet. We definitely should be able to see some Shields and Chameleons, though. More Overlords are rolling into the battlefield, and it looks like there's also going to be a Psion. A number of Overlords just stroll into Yellow's base while he's trying to rebuild, and that's really not looking good. It looks like a Salamander is going to come out of the Super D's base soon. There is also a Psion. Not entirely certain what a Psion is going to do here, except look cool. My boy. Look at my boy. My boy Psion. Doesn't he look amazing? Dude, I love Psion. He's such a cool hero, bro. Alright, let's realign the camera a bit. So that it points straight up again. I know how you guys hate it. Hate it when the camera gets turned. Could the frequency / chance of getting the gold / purple advert chests be increased a little? I don't seem to get many anymore. I'm sorry, this is just like random probability. It's not planned to be increased. Because like if we increase it a little bit, why not increase it a lot? You know? Why increase it at all? Oh, beautiful, beautiful play. I don't think he's going to escape because he does stun it. But it doesn't actually go on cooldown. That was a bug that got fixed a while ago. So it looks like Night Harvester was not really aware. It's a very cool play, but this Psion is really not escaping. Not in this case, at least. Going to play Confed, invite me please. Well, next battle we'll have other players play. We'll definitely look at some other people and we'll look at some other modifications. We also have... Oh! Did you see, by the way, how quickly those torrents deployed? This is so wonderful. Ballista... I like... Oh, and they quickly fold up as well. That's also, by the way, the animations have been slightly improved compared to the previous testing so that they actually look better now. Look at how much better they look. Watch this guy. Beep. It's actually so much better now. Are you serious? How Psion stops Salamander? It stuns. The active of the Psion stuns a unit that fires. If a hero uses active ability... Sorry, not a unit. A hero. It stuns heroes. If a hero is trying to use its active ability, or charging it up, and a Psion active hits it, the hero will get stunned, and they will have to reactivate the ability. But before, the ability would also go on cooldown, which was a bug that got fixed recently. And not even recently, it actually got fixed a little while ago. It got fixed months ago. Shame and no modifications? For shame! Dude, imagine if these Vikings were aggressors. I bet Dr. Doom would be winning right now if he had built aggressors instead of normal Vikings. But yeah, he's really on borrowed time now. These shipyards are not producing any Poseidon and they have very few Vikings. He decides to take the battle and not fight alongside his torpedo platforms. That's very dangerous. Very, very, very dangerous. The Salamander here is also sailing around. This is going to be not... This is not a good fight to take for Dr. Doom. I'm really sorry about this, but this is not what you want. If you have spent a lot of resources on these torpedo platforms, you might as well utilize them. Try to maybe position your fleet in such a way that you can use the torpedo platforms, but taking a fight like this is really suicidal. His allies are trying to position to help him out on sea, but these units are not going to get caught out. We have an energy shield Spartan on the field. Look at it. Oh, it's going to... I mean, it has 1 HP. I mean, yeah, you are losing that. But look at that. I love you. Mark said, look at this. The adherent of just build more shield. He got his shield taken out by a Salamander, but he has 3 more. It doesn't matter. He has 3 more shields, and they are Spartans. They're not just normal shields. We have Atlas with shield, just completely pressuring this army, unable to do anything. We have the Zeus Overlords here. Super D, though, it better be very careful. Super D is going to pop his boost to increase the unit's range, and with the naval support, I believe that's going to be it for the Confederation push. There's not going to be any available support here anymore. And the Bison is going to push forward together with the rest of the army and the Super D's fleet. That's going to be really tough to defend against. There's also already a Salamander here in the middle of the base. Ooh, this is going to be very, very dicey. So losing that naval control in the middle early, that actually decided the fate on land as well, because they were not able to win the fight here. Perhaps they shouldn't have really pushed this fight that hard in the first place. Holding this high ground, maybe even further away from the sea, might have been a better play here. But now, unfortunately, Markset doesn't have anything left. He has a couple of Zeus. The hero facilities are trying to produce the heroes back as fast as they can, but I don't know. Looks very dicey. Salamander missile comes out, deals significant damage to the X facility. Another Salamander missile is going to come out and target the X facility again. It's only got a fifth of its HP remaining, 20% health left. Purple is switching into Cataphracts production, and he's sending his own Beholder to just distract a little bit, just do something. The Cerberus comes out. Oh, the X facility did go down. That's very unfortunate, very unfortunate. Purple 3 is so hard, blue and green did well enough. It's kind of a hard battle, honestly. It was pretty hard, yeah. Pretty hard. 3-4 shield and speak, anymore is just a waste of resource and CP. Yeah, but you still need to keep producing them, because you should anticipate you're going to lose shields in battle. But yeah, like 4 shields is like the sweet spot, I agree. What would you say makes Scion good compared to Seraphim? I struggle to pick it out of Seraphim and I need some convincing. Okay. Seraphim is a good hero. It has specific roles to fulfill, right? Seraphim is really good for diversions. So like when you fly around the enemy trying to take out some priority targets. It's good at taking out a priority target. Like with Beholder, you can use Beholder active. Seraphim Overdrive. On a Leviathan, for example, take it out, quickly get out. It's really good versus Bison as well. For that reason, you can fly behind it, use Overdrive, take it out. Taking out priority targets is what Seraphim is pretty good at. The punishment is also pretty decent. It provides some AoE. However, the Psion, utilized with an army, can really just straight up decide the outcome of some engagements. So, the punishment ability on the Seraphim, sure, it can deal some damage to these units, but think about it. What if Psion was able to hit, like, and steal a half of these units? Like, a half of these Jaguars, maybe a Chameleon as well. That would be so ridiculous. If you have a Psion, he can decide the outcome of battles. And winning battles is how you win the game. So that's how I would consider why Psion is good. It wins battles, especially late game. The later in the game, the better Psion becomes. Them 2 bunkers really tanking those Chameleon attacks. You mean the Salamander attacks? But yeah, the bunkers, you know, they tried. But yeah, it looks like the Confederation team is going to be cooked here. They did fight well. They did fight well. Good game to both teams. Super D took advantage of Navy very efficiently and just dominated the game. Will there be mods for infantry? I mean, probably. Your promo codes? We already had promo codes. Oh, at the same time, I actually didn't notice this, but the Scion player is pushing into yellow again. So Scion did a pretty good job at pressuring the yellow player here quite a bit with his own units and heroes. We have the Atlas being baited by Leviathan here, but the HQ is gone, so this push has been quite successful. Just unfortunately, he was not able to finish off the yellow player in a meaningful manner. The blue's trying to come back in the game. I don't think it's gonna work, buddy. Alright, any other messages in the chat I can answer? Expected result of the container domination. I think so too. It was very likely. Like, after you get all these initial containers, it's kind of like, you know, when you play a MOBA, like League of Legends. When you play League of Legends, there is a very cool statistic that, like, the team that gets first blood, usually, like, has a higher probability of winning the match, right? And that's just, like, a bit of a confirmation bias. Like, yeah, if you got first blood, then you probably played better. But it's also, you know, monetary value. So in the same case here, in this case, we had Super D basically got first blood by getting all the containers in the water, which gave him a significant advantage. Thanks to the explanation, I'll start upgrading Scion. I do like the wide area of its basic attack. It affects multiple units. It's with its basic attack, by the way, as well, if you weren't aware, Scion has an effect on his attack that slows down the enemy attack speed, and it reduces by a percentage. So anytime a Psion attacks anybody, their attack speed is reduced by 35% for almost 2 seconds. Just think about this. It attacks relatively quickly, it covers a wide area, anything it hits, 35% slower attack speed. That is so amazing. That is so, actually, like, if you think about it, it's really great, because especially against units that attack quickly, for example, the Bison has high attack speed on its weapon. If you hit it with a Psion, attacks much slower. Sion's basically an anti-shield. In a way, yeah, because if the enemy units fire slower, then you are taking less damage in a roundabout way, yeah? 46 Sion speed. Sion is supposed to be slow. It is a slow hero. Sion is already viable. It doesn't need more speed to be viable. Sion is already viable. Like, Zeus is slower than Sion. You think Zeus is not viable because it has 42 speed? Like, that's silly. That's just silly. All of the other Confederation heroes are fast, well, except Atlas. But Sion is faster than the Zeus. And the Zeus, like, Sion and Atlas are meant to be utilized with an army. They're not independent heroes. They are used with an army to gain a significant advantage. Insane advantage. Alright, let's make another lobby. I'll go back to main chat. Lobby 3-3 on stream. I'll just be quick. Lobby 3-3 on stream. I'm not gonna accept any invitations. I will be inviting people myself. Can I join? Yeah, anyone can join. Anyone can join. Alright, I'll add in order. So Higham Mate was first. I will not forget to add myself a spectator this time. We'll do another 3v3. Then we have Night Harvester. You already played Night Harvester. I was laughing. I should actually check if they already played or not. Okay, you haven't played yet. Let's go. Wait, Higham Mate. Have you played as well? Oh, you already played. Nah. Get out of here. You already played. You already played last battle. No. No. You already played last battle. Every end. Don't think they played. Take strong players. I'm just gonna give everybody a chance. I'm gonna take people who asked. All right. No, I don't accept other invites. All right, wait. So I got distracted. So we have 2 resistance people so far. Night Harvester, stop spamming. I already invited every end. I think. Yeah, I did. And he joined, yes. Free Persia, I guess. Iconia, okay. Cannot accept your invite at the moment. I mean, bro, if you want to play. Okay, there we go. Nice. No, wait, that was the other guy who couldn't accept it. Alright, now we need some resistance. No, sorry, not resistance. We need some Confed people. 47. Alright. We'll do like this. Put mods on. I want to see as many modifications as possible. Me third. Okay. Oh, Age 47 has left the lobby. Alright, goodbye, bro. Sure thing, dude. We'll take Zeal. Alright, let's pick them up. Somebody said Frosty Hour. What is Frosty Hour? Oh right, it's the one with the clock. With the this one. Frosty Hour. I mean, it's a bit small, no? It's a bit small. It's a bit of a small map. Land map, please. I mean, of course, the Confederation player says land map, please. All right, fine. I'll indulge. I'll indulge. Let's do Ravens here. Frost Hour. Frost Hour is small. I mean, are we sure we want Frosty Hour? Okay, you know, we can do Frosty Hour. I think Frosty Hour is also okay. Let's do Frosty Hour. It's been a while. Ready? Assign mods. As many modifications as possible. Alright. Everyone's ready? Let's go. Another 3v3 battle. It is too small. We'll have a smaller battle. You know, small map. Small map, more action. Played like a little kid. That happens. Don't worry about it. Can I spectate? Just watch the stream, bro. How to get mods? You can test modifications right now on the Sandbox. Open the game, your game, and then check the news. There is a news post. Open modifications have open testing. Open testing has begun. Honey, how did I play last time? You played alright. You played okay. Alright. Every end is going to be representing the red resistance player here. This is where we loaded in. Nervous Laughing is the yellow resistance player, and Xavion red is not actually red. He is actually green. Representing the final player on the resistance team. And on the blue side, on the Confederation team, we have Fujiki Kiseki. Fujiki? I believe I'm pronouncing this sort of correct. Fujiki Kiseki as the blue Confederation player. Zeal as the cyan Confederation player. And then Nazeri 007 as the purple Confederation player. So, people, this is a small map, so we're going to have a lot of action early on. The containers are basically going to be gathered really quickly here already. We have riflemen and assaults already engaged in fierce battle in the middle here. This was also the map of the last tournament, the New Year tournament, which I have played a good chunk of, and I actually did get 20, I got the full reward line out of it. The full reward line worth of event currency is like a ton of money, by the way. Like, it's a ton of contract progress. Roleplayed Predator Chameleon with Hunter Armadillo and normal Porcupine a lot. It's a good team. The Armadillo has such low range. Out of the fog, they should add 0.5 range and plus 10 more cost. For Hunter Armadillo, maybe. For Hunter Armadillo, maybe, yeah. That could be a thing. Tomorrow, log in on the Sandbox tomorrow, game over, and you will probably have a support message, like a message from your support in the chat. There's a support tab in the chat. You will get a message from support with the Google form for feedback. So fill that in and put that message there about the Hunter range and cost. The developers do analyze feedback. It takes a while because there's a lot of feedback. Last time we had I think we had about 1,000, 1,500 feedback forms to go through, and that takes time to analyze. Where to download the Sandbox? In the game, open the game, open the news. There is an open testing has begun news post. Tap proceed and find the link to download there. Thank you for the advice, I appreciate it. No problem. I mean, it's in my best interests that you guys fill in the forms because we need your feedback. Oh, Bob the Container! Guys, we have Bob the Container here. He's back. Xavion has decided not to pick one of the containers here on the map, so get where I can go. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the message in Russian. I shouldn't be reading it. But I will have to time you out. I'll have to time you out. I'm sorry. This is an English-only stream. Bob the Container is back. Yeah, Bob the Container is back. I'm promoting this game to my friend. Absolutely. Happy to hear it. Will the next test be higher rank? It's possible. It's possible that the next test will be on different ranks, because we do need to test also higher and lower ranks. Bro, I played... Oh yeah, sorry, I already read this message. Salut. Hello. Alright, we have the first big fight of the match. We have a lot of infantry here coming out to fight again for the large containers. We have the Armadillo Hunters. Look at their bursts. Instead of going poof, 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 like the classic Armadillo, it goes like burst fire. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And then a lot of non-modified assaults. And the Cataphract to support it. 2 Cerberus against 2 Wolverines. But there's no other units to support this resistance push. The yellow player, in the meantime, actually pushes back the teal player and claims the large container down here. But it looks like the Confederation team is going to claim the rest of the money. Nervous Laughing actually pushing forward with a whole lot of porcupines. Look at how many porcupines there are. These are not the usual porcupines, though. They don't shoot up. They're not going to be actually providing anything to this battle, except for, you know, health bars. They are health bars for distraction, and it looks like that's exactly what Nervous Laughing is trying to utilize them for. They're cheap, they take less command points, so he's just using them as fodder, essentially. But Zeal, the Cyan player, is back from his base, and there's a good chunk of Cataphracts and normal hammers. Come on, bro. Building normal hammers in 2026. But the Typhoon Buckler is here, though. We have a Buckler. We also have some Vanguards here coming out of the yellow player. Yellow player went for Vanguards, and we had some other people going for Armadillo Hunter. I believe the green player has the Hunter. And the red player as well. By the way, check out the skins on these units. They actually now look pretty different from the base versions of the game. So the Armadillo Hunter has the yellow, or like the orange stripes around it, and the Onslaught Jaguar has a lot of like black and steel elements. You CEO of Art of War 3 game? I'm not the CEO, bro. You guys stop bringing me heroes instead of bringing units. We are working on the unit modifications, as you can see here. The new units are also being planned, but also new heroes are planned as well. Bob the Container has been collected, sadly. Bob the Container is no more, unfortunately. I've just noticed it on the minimap, and the Confederation is claiming the final large container in the middle of the map, which means that they're going to have a pretty significant advantage over the Resistance team. So that's 2 large containers against 1. Alright, that is not in English. I'm sorry, I'll have to put you in timeout. Pay attention when you message on the stream, because we are this is an English only stream. Let's respect each other. You're the developer of this game. I am a part of the development team, yes. What planned after mods? New heroes or units? Or both. 2 CP cheap, Dillo and Pork. Yeah, the cheap porcupines and armadillos are going to be quite impactful in my opinion. Yeah, we have the onslaughts from every end. We have more onslaughts from Xavion, and it looks like we don't have any Jaguars here yet. I think they're being produced in that factory. If I take a look, yeah, we have the onslaughts. By the way, inside the factory, it's also got the onslaught skin. I don't know, Iconi, there's a role. He's the manager of Art of War 3. I'm the community manager, yes. He's only a community manager. Only. How reductive. I'm gonna be wounded. Charlie Kirk. No politics, guys. No politics. Alright, this is a bit of a lull in action as both teams are amassing their forces. We have Normal Zeus. Who makes Normal Zeus in 2026? Let me check. What kind of Zeus is being produced here? This is not a Zeus. This is a hammer. This is an unmodified hammer. Why are we still building hammers? Shouldn't this be a Zeus at this point? You can make Zeus, you know? Yeah, this is another hammer queued up from this assault vehicle factory. It is a level 3 vehicle factory, though. Very curious. Hammers, yeah. Hi people, how are you today? We're doing well. We're doing excellent. Agron, is there any plan on finally facilitating account change for iOS and Android, and vice versa? In long term, yes. Long term, yes. Agonia, you need a Game of Thrones bell for the normal Zeus when you say shame. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to like replicate. Shame. 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 Resistance loses pressure at the start of the game. It will be difficult to win. Yeah, it looks like both teams are quite content at just amassing strength, and I'm not sure how good of an idea that is for the Resistance team, considering they don't really have the units for the positional gameplay. The Onslaught Jaguar is meant for breakthroughs. It is a breakthrough unit. It doesn't deploy in siege mode, but it has high speed. It's got high base stats. It's supposed to make breakthroughs. But so far, the Resistance is playing quite defensive. We have Fudziki is making a Psion with some Zeus and Bucklers and Cataphracts. Also Cerberus here. Very nice little group of units. Oh yes, the Overlord is ready. The Overlord Zeus is coming, chat. The Overlord Zeus is on the way. We also have another Zeus Overlord here in the middle. I'm being forced back a little bit by the Cataphracts. So there is not going to be any air forces coming from the Resistance, which is a bit unfortunate. It's a bit of a shame. I feel like the Overlord is really going to shine in, first of all, the mirror matches, where the Vertex is going to be quite prevalent. And I think also it's going to be pretty powerful in some maps. Some maps really call for air use, like the large maps call for air a lot, and I think that Zeus is going to be quite useful there. The default of an army of default hammers, bucklers, and the Cerberus is going to lead the charge here into the middle of the map. So Zeus is opting for fast units. I mean, that's an interesting strategy in its own. So we've got some bucklers and the hammers. They have about the same speed, as you can see. They move about the same speed. So he's opting for a maneuverable force that can deal with both ground and aerial targets. I mean, I would probably personally stop. I don't actually know. This could be a Leviathan, though, to be fair. There could be Leviathans here. What about railgun units for Confeds? I'm sorry, the railgun is going to be a hero. It's going to be for Resistance. Cerberus is actually the unit which saves the Confed from collapsing early game. I feel like Cerberus is really way too strong, personally. I think it's way too powerful. It's a little too versatile. Please make something new every month. Okay, so with the unit modifications, the goal is to try, like, release more modifications often. So, like, after they come out, maybe, like, a month or two later, we might already see new modifications in the game. And then a month or two later, more new modifications. So, we're going to... The initial release and development of modifications is taking a while, but after they're released, we plan to, like, print out more and more modifications for units. Resistance scamping? Yeah. Is he like an ordinary player? He's a medalist and experienced player. He is an experienced player, that's true. It looks like this is an orchestrated push by blue and purple here, by Fujiki and Nazari, with Atlas Warbot Online. Yeah, boy! He's already pushing the Resistance army back here. We have the Bison and all the units, and now he's going for it. He's going for it. The red player is trying to go for it. The Salamander is going to go attack the Atlas here. The Atlas Warbot uses the active ability. All of these units here under the fog get completely devastated. Only heroes are left. The Atlas, at the cost of his own life, takes out the vast majority of the Resistance army. And now it's not even a chameleon left. It's just heroes and a few Jaguars versus this horde of units. Just look at how many units they have to deal with. They're just moving forward. They're rushing into the melee range of the Bison, which is possibly not the best idea. Bison takes out a couple of the Zeus here already by itself, and now it looks like he's trying to maneuver around the back. It's interesting. He's trying to maneuver around the back of the Bison. But I think in this case we have the situation where the Confederation player kind of out-microed themselves. They have out-microed themselves. I don't think they should have microed. They should have stopped, double-tapped, because the Bison was already kind of outflanking itself. Maybe micro with the units like hammers to go around the Bison, spread out your Zeus a little bit, but other than that, just stop and let the unit do its own thing. Stop and let the Torrents do its own thing. At the same time, we have the Teal player coming forward. Scion activates his ability and steals a couple of claws. Not really going to be any of any use here, but the rest of his army, the Hammers, the Typhoons, and the Fast Solaris push through right into the middle of Yellow's base. Nervous laughing, must be laughing nervously. I would have gotten shields. Yeah, shields are pretty good. Are you using mouse to play? Yeah, this is a Windows build. This is a streamer build. Red cooked. I mean, red is definitely fine now. I think in the beginning, the play for the Confederation team was good, allowing them to eliminate most of the red's army, but then they kind of dropped the ball and wasn't able to finish it off. Limited shield radius has all been reduced when adding modifications. If I remember correctly, the shield modification has actually increased radius, and also it did not receive any changes since the last test. So if you were in the last test, you probably already know what it does. Looks like here we have some reinforcements coming in from the green player to try to help yellow mop up the attacking force, but it does have the Solaris, it does have a lot of hammers still. The Cerberus is around. This is a very fast-moving force, very maneuverable. Let's see how it goes here. This backup prototype factory going down, but the main one is getting repaired, actually. You can see here. And the green Bison is also going to come in. Some more additional reinforcements come in the form of a few hammers. So they're going to take out a Chameleon. They're going to take out a Chameleon. Ooh, the Fury Mammoth. Look at that. I am very happy about seeing this Fury Mammoth, but really needs to start you know, moving around a little bit more, perhaps. Vertex are on the way, and now you wish you had all those Porcupine available, don't you? The purple player has gone for Vertex, and look at this base, by the way. This looks very pretty. I just noticed this on the minimap, but this looks very nice. Well, these buildings are a little bit misaligned, and this power plant could be like here, but other than that, very pretty. I like it. Anyway, go back to the yellow base. Vertex are going to be unable to finish off the Bison because the Chameleon will protect it. The Predator Chameleon. Why not Cataphract mod? That would have been smart. I mean, he doesn't want to sacrifice the speed, I believe. That's probably why. Because the Cataphract is slower. Beholder, I hardly know her. To take out this Chameleon is probably pretty smart, yeah. A Wasp comes out, tries to handle some of the enemy units, but these Bucklers are going to quickly land it, I feel like. Yeah, it's already over for him. Oh! Oh! In the last moment, it was able to actually destroy the Buckler and survive. But at the same time, we have blue player come in and try to push against the green. Actually was able to steal a number of onslaughts. Check this out. This Scion here able to steal a bunch of onslaughts and capable of utilizing them to help assault the green's base. Very nice. This is what I was talking about earlier, by the way. Scion being able to turn battles around. So that's not only is it 3 less Jaguars for the green player, it's also plus 3 Jaguars for the blue player. Purple Atlas. This is... It's a bit hard for me to tell, but this Atlas is actually purple. So these are actually purple heroes and units, and this is a blue Solaris. So, yeah, it's purple Vertex and heroes with blue units, I think. Leviathan is out in the battlefield. Let's see if it's going to be able to make a difference. At the same time, the red player is just trying to struggling, trying to build up an economy. Leviathan nuke drops. But the Atlas is, like, the Leviathan is really not the answer here. The Leviathan is really not the answer here against the Atlas. No air support for resistance, also true. And not enough Porcupines. It's weird to say now that the we've seen so many claws die earlier, but there's really not enough porcupines for the resistance team. Yellow is trying to come back here. He still has his headquarters. He still has a lot of these production facilities available, but they need to start working. They need to start popping out units. At the same time, green is kind of in a really tough spot. He's going to lose his entire base now, unfortunately for the resistance team. How about some epic hero blueprints for a stream promo code? Nah, this is a usual stream. We've had some epic promo codes on the New Year event, but this time we only have the normal promo codes. What can you tell us about the early ideas for the new heroes? Well, I guess I can talk a little bit about them since we've already mentioned it a little bit in the New Year stream. But essentially, for the first year, we're planning to have a railgun for the resistance. It's like a sniper kind of hero. Really fragile sniper vehicle with a railgun. And for the Confederation hero, we're planning to have a cryo tank. A tank that will be able to apply a slow effect. Freeze enemies. Chill out. Has he even tried playing on tablet with keyboard and mouse? I have no idea. Don't know, sorry. Leviathan's kind of useless on land, but on the ocean is goated. I mean, like, Leviathan can be useful in certain circumstances. Like, Leviathan is really good versus Thalaris. Obviously, because it can shoot up. But against Atlas, Leviathan is really, really bad, because the Atlas is essentially designed to eat Leviathans for breakfast. Absolutely. Atlas will dominate any Leviathan, maybe even several Leviathans. I had a game personally where my Atlas, class 1 by the way, was able to eat like 2 or 3 Leviathans with just a little bit of army support. Atlas by itself essentially allows you to avoid building typhoons, which you can also probably use in conjunction with the Overlord Zeuses to completely nullify any air presence. Red player's trying to stall, but I don't think, maybe he doesn't realize that yellow has already left the game. Yellow has tapped out, he's surrendered this hammer push. He's had enough. And now the hammers and Solaris are here to bring down the red player as well. And it looks like it's gonna be over for the resistance. Cryo for Confed, secondary ability is gonna be brutal. I don't know what the secondary ability is gonna be yet. It's not set in stone. Neither is the active ability, but I do know that it's going to be a cryo tank. It should be able to freeze enemies, like a special stacking debuff. Bison kisses OP against Atlas. I mean, yeah, Bison is kind of really, really countering. Bison is really good against Atlas. Bison really good against Atlas. Leviathan's really good against Solaris, and then vice versa. Solaris is really good against Bison, and Atlas is really good against Leviathan. So I think in that regard, the heroes are pretty balanced. But yeah, so that's it. The resistance is going to be, well, getting cleaned up soon. So yeah, this is a unit modification. So if you like what you see, if you want to try out the Buckler, if you want to try out the Cataphract, if you want to try out the Overlord or any of the resistance modifications like the Onslaught, if you think that maybe you can use the Onslaught better than what was shown here previously, then perhaps you can do so. You can do so right now. You can go download Sandbox, play it right now, and win some battles. But I am going to be wrapping up today's stream. Thank you very much for everyone who came to the stream today. It was really, really wonderful to have you all here. Go download Sandbox if you already are on Sandbox. Log in tomorrow or on Sunday to receive your feedback form, fill it in. And this is not the final phase of the testing, so if you missed this phase of the testing, there will be more phases coming up. Thank you so much for coming to the stream today. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. I've been Akoni Angelos, the community manager for Gear Games, and I will be seeing you next week, next Friday. Bye.